Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon, right next to New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Hello and welcome into the Thursday edition of your show. My name is Gary, still your host here, and this still, as far as we know, the only show going live 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And we are oh so grateful and thankful and proud to kick off each and every show by saying that, because that means we're doing something different in a world where everyone does the same thing. Let that sink in for a little bit. It's very good advice, I believe. We were going to come in on camera 3, then camera 2, and then we had some mix-ups, and then LB always loves to do his extreme close-up on camera 3, which sort of sucks. But we do want to acknowledge Mystery Anna in the house today, ladies and gentlemen. Mystery Anna. See, now we can't show her off with a wave or anything because we're on camera 2 instead of camera 3. It's mine. I didn't say it wasn't mine. I just didn't want to sound like a diva being like, so here, again, we always tell you we're going live, and here's some more proof of that. Camera 3 over here is, so you'll see me looking this way. This is where we normally start the show. Unless I'm doing a solo show, then I'm here. And I had some pre-tapes earlier, so we had to set up for this camera. And then when I looked at camera 3, all of these things, all the knickknacks and the paddywhacks, are all facing camera 2. So when you go to camera 3, you're only getting the side angle of it and it looks silly. Then I tried to save the day and I complicated more things. But the good news here is that Mystery Anna is learning on the fly. How you feeling so far, bud? You doing good? That's it. That's a big thumbs up. Sounds happy. All right. So just want to get that out of the way. So happy to have another member of the Damn family here in the studio. We also like to thank you, as always, for allowing this movement to make the world a better place to continue and reminding others. You guys, we're at a point now where we just need to chill out, take a step back, take a breath, and try to be nice to each other. As sad as it is to say that, we have to just start being nice to each other because everyone in the freaking world is so angry at everything all the time. And that movement starts here. So thank you to you. And we will continue to thank you, although she's in a strange spot today. We'll see how this one goes. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Oh, see the little turnover. No, and now she's getting up. Never mind. Don't say hello to her yet. No. Now she's going to her spot. Okay. I just had to say it out loud. Oh, that's a good spot, too. But I had to way zoomed in. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time, say hello to the Maggie Cam. And she's up again. There she is. Hey, we got a Maggie butt. That's pretty good. There we go. Yeah, back her up. LB working on the 1, 2, and 3s right there. That's what we're calling the Marge. Are you going to go mobile? Okay, that's pretty good. This is pretty, well, now she's in front of it, so I can't. It's a tough one today. She's too amped up. We had our buddy Randy Woods in the house. One of our favorite people of all time, the great Randy Woods. And then I got things going off. All right. We'll get back to that one. Let's get into the Maggie Cam as we call upon the one, the only Morgan Freeman. Pay him a lot of money to do these voiceovers. So, Mr. Freeman, take it away. Yeah.
Margaret, your face is too beautiful to hide. Look at this. This is great. I don't want to get too close to your crotch, though. This is going from bad to worse. I mean, Morgan Freeman. I mean, the idol. Oh, I'm mixed up. It's not working. Okay.
Come on, Morgan Freeman. Get it together, man.
Sorry about that, Gary. I was a little confused. The Maggie Cam, always proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. They are Margaret's favorite pet store in the universe. Not just because her boyfriend Leroy works the door there, has got a bed right beside him. Not just because Mike and or Rochelle, who run the place, let her sit behind the till and work a shift while being paid in treats. And not just because they have her favorite food or dry food, the Go Solutions a super fluffy formula that she loves so much, and that's how you create this cloud. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Albie. This beautiful cloud that stands before you. It's also because they are a small business doing things the right way, and those are the ones we love to support. Whether you're looking for treats or bones. By the way, every Thursday, today is Thursday, Treats are on sale store-wide. The bones are on sale every Tuesday. They have brand new grooming services. That's how Marge got rid of all her fur. Normally this whole place is covered in fur, but we got her blowout at the right time. And look at how beautiful she looks now. For just $60. They blew out all of the fur. We're talking bags and bags full of fur. They even trimmed her stump. It's a beautiful, amazing experience. And she got to take a free toy home with her for, again, just $60. They now have grooming services, and they are the best in the biz at doing it. They also have the most affordable puppy spa in the universe right there in the back of the store, ready to go for you. The big basin at the collar, and then you do the soapy, you do the rinsey, you do the blow dry, all contained within this spa. They have jerseys strewn throughout this store as we are into playoff season, be it basketball or hockey. You always need to make sure your pup is cheering for the right team. Then you look at the toys. Oh my goodness, do they ever have toys? So many. 2 full toy walls ready for you. They have a bunch of toy aisles also ready for you. They have a fashion aisle ready for you to get your pup all geared up. They also got all the crates. They got all the exercise beds. Every single thing you need for your puppy, they have there. Most importantly, this is how we support local. This is how you support good businesses rallying, trying to go up against the big corporations, against the man, if you will. It is time for you to make that change because they care. They care so much they stay open after hours and on weekends thanks to Kirsten and Chris because they understand you have a real life. And it's tough to get in during traditional business hours. Help us bring local back. Help us say no to the big corporations. You can do that by making the change. Just head on over to Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer.
That's a pretty good one right there. Pretty good one. What do you think, Miss Rihanna? How'd you like that one? Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. So now we get into business, and business is good today. It's a jam-packed show. We are going to check in with our buddy Carly from Next Level Painting. Our buddy Boontis is going to stop by from Calgary and talk about the NFL draft going on tonight, and we're going to check in. Boots on the ground with superstar sports reporter, the great Kyle Burgess, who is in Yorkton, I believe it's Yorkton, for Game 4 of the SJHL Finals, the Ken Terra Seeds Cup, going on. Flim Flom Bombers leading the series 3-0. Will it end tonight, or will they keep going? We will find out as we check in with him. But before we get anywhere else, it is time now for us to check in with one of our favorite people, a Thursday regular around here. Let's go say hello. He is back yet again.
Hey,
Matt Young from CTV in the house. My dude right here. I almost did the thumbs up already. We're always thumbs up. It's what we do around here.
It's all good.
Doing fantastic. You almost went on a rant before I stopped and said, hey,
I got
save it for the tape.
Look, I got something to say about the weather here, and this is just what it is, okay? I'm just saying all bets are off. I don't know about this year. May long weekend is a crapshoot now, and I mean, I get it's Saskatchewan, and I get we can do this, but even I woke up this morning feeling, now as we're taping right now, we haven't seen the snow come down yet. It's going to come down at some point. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know if someone's got a weather maker machine out there. God, can you help us out? But you know what? The reality is that we just got to plow through it. There's nothing else you can do.
Hey, good snow turn there, too. That was good.
Yeah, so, I mean, but you know what? What I always say, and I say this every time we're on, if the weather's bad outside, it's a great time to be inside and doing a little gaming.
That's right.
And we like to talk about some video games, local video gaming, kind of what's going on in the gaming scene. And we like to also celebrate anniversaries of games that were made so long ago, but are great classics to play today. So we'll go back to that today. Okay. And these are a couple of classics that you're going to remember.
Love it.
So 36 years ago, you could smoke just about anywhere. I mean, what? Yeah, a carton of milk was maybe $2. I don't know. Wouldn't it be nice?
When does this get good, Matt?
I know. It gets good when we start talking about Star Fox for Nintendo 64. This game was released 29 years ago. Nintendo this week for the Nintendo 64, and it is awesome. It's a fantastic game. Star Fox for Nintendo 64. Technically, it's actually the third one in the series because there's Star Fox, and then although it was canceled and not released, there was actually a Star Fox 2 for the Super Nintendo.
And that one came out.
That one did eventually come out,
and everyone realized why it didn't come out before.
Because it was terrible. The Star Fox 2 was awesome. It was a terrible game. So they made this game.
And no fault on them. They tried. It didn't work, right?
Right. They tried a new concept. It didn't really work, and I get it. Hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's it.
They came back with Star Fox for Nintendo 64, much better and a much better improvement.
Yes.
This was basically so the original Star Fox game for the NES. It was kind of your first, I want to say, foray into 3D gaming. It was kind of like baby 3D at the time.
Like polygonial, very. I remember, man, we bring the Super Nintendo up to the lake, Pike Lake, at the cabin, and I would sit there for hours. Just Star Fox.
They called it Mode 7 graphics.
The one.
It's just kind of like a funny name for really souped up 2D graphics to make it look 3D. This was actual 3D graphics. Basically, you join Fox McCloud and his Star Fox team as they fight to save the galaxy from the clutches of the evil Andross. You'll travel to many 3D worlds and interact with a cast of characters, battle the enemy in the air and on the ground. You'll listen in, and it's a fun game to play. I always thought Star Fox was pretty good.
For sure.
And of course, one of the classic Nintendo characters. I don't know if I should spoil it, but Star Fox makes a really neat appearance in the Super Mario movie that's out right now.
Really?
I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not.
No, okay. So
Very
if
cool.
you're a Star Fox fan, I think
I thought you were going to say in Super Smash Bros. Because he's all over
he's
Super
in
Smash
Super Smash Brothers too.
See, now here's the question for you. I'm going to flip the script on you here a little bit. Who is your favorite character from the Star Fox? Because I'm a Slippy Toad guy. Barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. And then there's Falco and Star Fox, and then the hare. What's the bunny's name?
I can't remember.
Rabbit?
I always picked Falco.
Yeah.
In fact, in F-Zero, I always picked the Blue Falcon.
Yeah.
So I was always a Falco guy. But now this game here, if you can find an original copy, which there are you can see it at your local game store. I've seen them around town. You're probably looking for $29 or $30.
Very reasonable.
If you never opened it up and you still have it brand new in the package, $975 US is roughly what it's going for. A whole lot more than what it cost way back in
That's a treasure. That's a treasure right there.
Exactly. There you go.
have treasure.
So you do. You have a lot of these games. That's why we like talking about some of these games, because I think some people don't realize that you open your garage and you say, Dad, why do you have this? Well, Dad might have like a gold mine on his hands.
Literally.
You know what I mean? There you go. And of course,
almost $1,000 US. That's like almost $2,000 Canadian, damn near. Like, geez.
And a lot of us who played into Star Fox 64, we're the dads now with all the old stuff in our garage. So there you go.
For sure.
So Star Fox for Nintendo 64, it's an awesome game. Of course, you can download it on an emulator too, but I always found that one to play. So happy birthday to Star Fox, and then also happy birthday to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh my goodness.
For Nintendo 64 as well.
You want to talk about nightmare fuel?
Oh yeah.
Zelda fans were not, at least I won't speak on behalf of everyone, but I was not ready for this.
Oh no.
Coming off of Ocarina of Time, and we love our Zelda so much, then this one comes out and you're expecting a normal Zelda game, and this is anything but that.
This was totally revolutionary at the time. They basically took Zelda and they improved on it immensely.
Yeah.
It really was open world gaming at its finest. It came out after the first one for Nintendo 64, Ocarina of Time. This game is hard to get. Basically, sort of a bit of a quick synopsis on the storyline. The dark power called Majora's Mask has wreaked havoc on the citizens of Termina, but their most urgent problem is a suicidal moon crashing into the world, and Link has 72 hours to try and basically save the planet, essentially.
You want to talk about the scariest moon you will ever see.
Oh yeah. I say, that would give you nightmares. Yeah, that's
as a
exactly
kid,
right.
I was not doing well with this
Exactly. Now, this game, it's a beautifully done game. one of the nicest Zelda games that has ever been made. In fact, people put it up against some of the stuff you actually
Absolutely.
play today. This game was very, very popular, despite it being released later in the Nintendo 64 cycle. And it's not a cheap one either. To find a loose copy of this, you're not quite as many of them. You could be paying $50 to $80, but to find a brand new copy, you're going to be paying well over $1,000 easily,
insane.
no problem for a game like this. This is a very popular game. It had great reviews, and I encourage everybody, if you want to go back and play a good 3D Zelda game, this has got to be a must-have in your library. And it's not an easy game either.
That's what I was
it takes a
gonna get
long
at.
time. If you want a challenge,
Yes.
this is a good challenge that you'll have.
The structuring of the game,
Yeah.
like that 72 hours, you have to work within that 72 hours, and you have to go back and do other stuff.
Yep.
So during your first run, you'll go move this, talk to that person, all this and that, and then you go back,
Yep.
and then all the stuff's changed, and you sort of, it's sort of like a link to the past in that
exactly,
way. Yeah.
Exactly. I've never actually beaten it. I did.
Oh,
play
there's
it,
the
but I've
moon.
never-
Oh, I hate that thing.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. And you know what? Props to how they created the neat sort of unique creation behind it. So now this is the 4K version is what we're looking at here. I propped that one up just because we're playing it on a huge TV right now. But so this is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I encourage you to try and find it on an emulator if you want to try and play it. If you can't find an original copy, but there's two games that are well over 2 decades old that are still fantastic to play.
Yes.
Both of them Legend of Zelda, which I think is one of the best video game series of all time.
Absolutely.
I love it. And there you go. And I think there's actually a new Zelda game that's going to be coming soon on Nintendo Switch. But we'll talk about that when that happens. Hopefully it does.
That felt like a little bit of breaking news there.
Well, I read stuff. You hear it's not confirmed. We're not going with it yet. But
we're just saying it could have possibly
I
maybe.
heard that there's a possibility. We'll see how that goes.
Love that.
So happy birthday to those games as well that we played on Nintendo 64.
Every time you come in here, I start out feeling really old, and then I get very reminiscent. And then I'm like, okay, this is why Matt Young comes through here.
This
for sure.
is why, because we celebrate these days.
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So now with that, he doesn't just do the games; he also does sports
We
with
do
us, local sports stuff.
That's
what's,
right.
What's going on, brother?
So Saskatchewan Rush. Home playoff game this weekend against the Toronto Rock.
I was watching on TSN last week, and man, oh man, what a finish to that one, hey?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that way. And you know what? This is a team, boy, it has not been easy. I mean, they have a winning record, but they start off so well.
It's a tale
Then
of two
they
teams.
Really slid in the second half. Hopefully, they've got things straightened out for the playoffs, because that's when you want to come on.
Absolutely.
So they're taking on the Toronto Rock this weekend at Saskatchewan Center. It's
game.
a one and you're done, so you got to win. Let's get out there and support these guys.
Go, Rush, go.
This, by the way, win or lose, they've all been good games.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't
They're
been any
close.
like
There's no
blowouts or
blowouts. Yeah.
anything like that. They've
100%.
all been good games. So these Rush games have been close. They've been intense. They've been exciting. A part of the upper bowl is open at the
Nice.
Saskatchewan Center,
Right
and
on.
they've filled up most of the sections that they've opened up. So I expect they'll start opening up more seats.
Well, and playoffs, man. Playoffs are
yeah,
a totally
this
different
is when
thing. And
you
this
gotta-
this is the redemption tour.
This is
This
when
is
you
where you
gotta
make up
do
for
it.
last year.
This is when you got to
That's
do it.
Yeah.
So go Saskatchewan Rush. The Saskatoon Blades. Good season for them. They got to the second round. A lot of people felt that this team was very inconsistent over the course of the season. But there's some pieces there. They got some good guys. Hopefully they can hold on to them. They pulled off a huge upset against
That was
Edmonton,
awesome. What a
which
great
is
series.
rare in the WHL
Yeah.
to see those kinds of upsets.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Saskatoon Blades on still a pretty good season. Got to the
Big
second
time.
round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now you just try to build on that if we can.
Absolutely.
And then Huskies programming pretty much ending off right now. But the Saskatoon Mamba or Saskatchewan Mamba are now they've signed a few guys. Devontae Bandu, he might be a name that people in
that.
Saskatoon would recognize. So they're going to be coming on soon. And I say this: let's go out, support them. Let's give them a chance.
Yes.
And get some jerseys. Let's get some gear because we want to attract more sports teams in Saskatoon.
how you do it.
And I like what they're doing.
Absolutely.
A couple of games at Merlis Belcher, a couple of games at Saskatoon Center this year. So they're gearing up. And then when the snow does go away, we will have Saskatoon Berries baseball. It does happen. The snow does leave. We'll talk a little bit about that as the weeks go ahead. But I think the focus this weekend, Saskatchewan Rush. Can they make another run to the finals just like they did last year?
That's why we love bringing you in here, brother. His name's Matt Young.
Thanks,
You know
man.
him from CTV. You also know him from this very segment on this very day. Every Thursday, he joins us and gets us all caught up with all the stuff we're talking about. Dude, always appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You are the
Thank
best,
you.
and we appreciate you telling everyone, hey, weather is just going to be weather now.
Weather's just
ignore
gonna be
that.
weather.
Let's just keep doing our thing.
Yeah, exactly. Do some gaming. Watch the Saskatchewan Rush game. Let's get through this weekend. Summer does eventually come in Saskatchewan. It might just be a little bit late this year, but we'll get through the next week.
Best in the biz. Thank you
You
so
got
much,
it.
as always, brother. Always appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That was really good. Thank you again to the great, the amazing, the fantastic Matt Young from CTV. We call him prime time around here, the human alarm clock, the human energy drink. However you want to put it, man, that guy's energy second to none. He always brings as we continue here on the Thursday edition of your show, hanging out with yours truly. We got LB in the house, as well as one of the newest members of the team, our good friend, Mystery Anna, learning on the fly, getting the reps in. And I keep reminding her, do not be stressed. Do not worry. This is one of the very few places in the world where you can make all the mistakes and no one's going to yell at you. Okay? And it's so valuable to have that security. So it's a good day here as we continue. Another member of our family will be joining our show at some point next week. One of our favorite human beings on earth, a Telemiracle cast member. That's where we met. Also where we fell in love forever. As the big event was wrapping up, he asked me for my number. It's been so long since anyone's asked me for my number, and I thought it was so cute. So he's in my phone now as Jojo, my sweet love. Full name, Jojo Mason. Look at this handsome prince. Can you see him there? Look at him. That's the album, okay? It's called Gold. Go and get this album, Jojo Mason Gold, jojomasonmusic.com. You want to talk about not just the insane amount of talent this guy has. Okay, should be a male model as well. Like just checks off every box. That's our dude, Jojo Mason. But a good person doing good things. Everything we talk about here each and every day about how we make this world a better place, he is a part of. We instantly bonded because we both had such a similar road to where we are at. Again, him, super hugely successful country music superstar. And then us here. At the same time, on the level of we've gone through a lot of shit and it's made us realize how grateful and thankful we are for everything good that happens to us. And he's right there. If you're going to support anybody, Jojo Mason, new EP out. It's called Gold. Hit it up. Jojo Mason Music. Okay, that's our dude right there. We love you oh so much, my sweet Jojo. Again, next week we'll get him on and talk about the album and Tell the Miracle and all that other good stuff. So, back to it. Miss Rihanna, how are we feeling in there? You feeling good? All right, this is good. Our friends at Next Level Painting, the best in the biz at what they do, okay? They walked in here, and we didn't have to move anything. I got in, and I was like, what should I do? They're like, no, we got it. They cover all of your expensive stuff. They move everything out of the way. They do the roof. They do the walls. They do the booths, everything. Insanely high quality of product, okay? And they care. You can give them a call, all right? Go to their website. You can ask for well, I guess, you know what? I'm not going to get into it anymore because Carly will explain it. But the point is, good people that care. She's going to prove it right now. It is time to check in with General Manager of Next Level Painting. I'm not sure how he started it, so let's just go with, please enjoy this next interview. That was so lame, but we hit the paint can. QR code in the paint can. Hit it up. Take it away, Miss Rihanna. Our friend Carly is back from Next Level Painting, and boy, oh boy, did we ever miss you. Welcome back, young lady. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm ignoring the snow forecast.
She's really...
It is not happening.
That's right.
That's my prediction.
Positively manifesting
Yes.
the non-storm that's about to come. It's going to be sunny and beautiful.
Going to
Everything's gonna be happening.
completely miss Saskatoon, actually, and Martinsville, because that's where I live. It's going to completely miss both of those, and we're going to get a little bit of wind and a little bit of, maybe a couple skiffs of snow, and then it's going to go away and melt.
General Manager / weather woman right here, our good friend Carly. So we're going to get right into it. When she joins us, we talk about contracting issues that come across when you're out there in the real world and specialize in painting. But as we all know, contracting, there is always a little bit in the middle for everybody that they all go through in the same way. I have a buddy who has a couple kids, and he's looking to redo his rec room for these kids because and the irony is not lost on me. They wrecked the paint in the room already. I think it's like a 3 and a 5-year-old or something like that, and a couple boys who love to trash the place. Is there any specialized paint that you can use when you have kids that just love to run wild?
Yes, actually, it's something we usually talk to people about because whether it's kids or sometimes even elderly people will touch the walls a lot as they lean against them or something like that.
I thought you were about to chirp elderly people. Like, here, Carly, I don't know if this is the
No,
place for that.
I don't think they're trashing walls, but no.
I see what you're saying, to hold yourself up.
But yes, for kids, I mean, no paint is going to stop them from putting a hole in your wall. So if you're getting a hole in your wall, I mean, that's more than paint.
Hole's a hole.
Hole's a hole. Yeah. But there is lots of paint out there that is basically harder to scuff and easier to wash when they do make marks on it.
Please tell me they call it like kid paint.
No,
or something
no, because it was originally created actually for commercial use for like high traffic places, and then it's basically performed so well that now it's very useful inside the household, especially in areas where your kids draw on the wall or, I don't know, make marks or bang their bags against the wall and it scuffs, etc. So
classic kid stuff.
Yeah. So originally, Benjamin Moore with ScuffX is I think the original one that we knew of and that kind of came out in the market, and that was the big one. So that was the trendsetter.
There it is.
There we go.
Nailed it.
And then after that, all the paint companies saw the value in it and have basically come out with their versions of that.
Crazy. So the paint world is basically just like all the other things in the world where one person says, use this, it's awesome. And everyone's like, that is awesome. We're going to make that too.
Yes, yeah. So and now
culture type stuff.
And now they all kind of have that name. So Sherwin-Williams is named Scuff Tough.
Give me a wall. I love this. ScuffX, Scuff
Dulux
Tough.
is anti-scuff. And yes, and the Cloverdale has a Guardian Scuff Defense, I believe, and I could have quoted that wrong, but they have a Guardian with a anti-scuff. I think maybe it's anti-scuff in the name as well, and they're all meant for that same purpose of basically being very hard to scuff, and then easier to clean when it does scuff. And lots of them will do demos for you. If you see them in the store, they'll have demo boards, and they'll take a hockey puck.
So fun, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll take a hockey puck across them, and you can see that on a typical latex paint versus these scuff paints. They don't scuff. Yeah,
they do work.
Yeah, absolutely, they do work. So
now, what kind of colors do they come in? Is it still the same type of color?
Any color, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, any color. You can still pick anything you want. You can still pick your different sheens. Obviously, the higher the sheen, the more durable it's going to be.
We learned that before. Sheen is not a color. Sheen is a thing within the paint.
Yeah. So yeah, if there is paint out there that is meant for that, obviously with the higher durability, cost comes into play.
Always.
Right? You're not going to get your 2-for-1 from Home Depot for $40 a gallon. Yeah. But you'll save it down the road in not having to repaint your house as often, not seeing marks when you wipe your walls, right? The mark might come off, but then you see that nice little circle you left.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. I've been there, and then no, and all of a sudden you just have to do the whole wall with that yucky, and then you're good.
Exactly. So you're not going to see that with these paints, right? That's why they make it harder to leave marks, and when you do clean them, they don't leave your cleaning marks on the walls. So
man, that's so weird. Cleaning marks, like you're cleaning it should be clean, but you're just still making it dirty.
Yeah, well, I think that's a whole different discussion on qualities of paint. But yeah, lower qualities of paint, they're very easy to put on, which is wonderful when you're painting. But they're terrible for the homeowner down the road because every time you slightly bump them, they'll leave a nice little mark. So
ridiculous. Now, could you do like a whole house with this stuff?
Absolutely, we've done lots of whole houses with this stuff. Yep.
And like it doesn't look any different.
No, it just looks like a paint. The sheen levels are a little bit higher than normal, so usually an eggshell in these paints are just a tiny bit shinier, but not enough that it takes it out of that sheen category.
Crazy.
So essentially, and we've done them for lots of people with kids. I said there's been lots of elderly people who lean against the wall a lot and want to make sure that paint isn't going to mark up. We've painted a whole apartment complex, the hallways and stuff actually in it, because obviously they get touched a lot. And again, no paint is going to stop a hole from being made in the wall.
Obviously. Maybe one day they'll make some indestructible paint that you can just do that, and that would be the best demo guy ever at the store.
Yes.
Watch this. This is just your normal paint. Sledgehammer right through it. Now watch this super paint. Ding.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so badass.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but we put this paint in people's houses who don't have kids, because simply it's just a really good quality paint and allows them to wash their walls. And maybe if they have grandkids coming over, they have animals and actually our project manager, she used to have a big St. Bernard, and he slobbered a lot. And so he'd shake his head and there'd be slobber on the wall. So she'd end up wiping her walls a lot. So it was important to her to have a very wipeable, washable paint.
That's it.
So,
Man, I love St. Bernard. Beethoven.
yes.
You ever seen the movie Beethoven?
I have, yes,
Okay,
very
good.
long ago.
Lots
so.
of the, just so you know at home, lots of the references I make around Carly here, useless because she's too young to know any of the cool, awesome movies and TV shows we watch. So I always have to ask, like, have you seen the movie Beethoven with the giant St. Bernard that everyone fell in love with?
Okay, but I did have you the other day on a reference.
Which one?
The Spy Kids one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I will give you that. Machete. I'm going to tell everyone because that was such a mind-blowing moment.
Yes.
The movie Machete. I hate phones. I've been trying to get into the dumb phone game for a long time because I'm done with this. These things are just big hypnotizers that will ruin your mental psyche. I'm trying to get out of it. And my big line was, can I send you a text? And I didn't have a text, so I said, Gary, don't text. Just like Machete from the movie Machete, don't text. And then Carly says, you mean like the guy from Spy Kids? I'm like, no, dude, like Machete. It's this like grindhouse movie, Tarantino. It's this whole
And
thing.
then he
It started as a
proceeds to
trailer.
tell me that, are you too young for this?
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
did
like,
do
I
that.
guess I must be.
I'm used to doing that. And then it turns out she was right. He was in Spy Kids, and then they made Machete after that.
He basically
She
launched
dummied
the
me.
character
Oh, I
of
was
Machete
so upset.
in Spy Kids. And it was funny because then I thought about you
Never
saying
seen Spy
texting,
Kids.
and I went, how old is this movie?
Yeah.
And you're like, 2010. And I'm thinking Spy Kids
no
has to be
sense.
older than that.
You would know.
So, yeah, Spy Kids 2001. Machete was launched
References.
in the Spy Kids movie and then became a character outside of it.
Dude,
so,
not just talking paint, okay? This girl knows everything. So thank you for that. As well, General Manager with Next Level Painting. Hit them up. You'll see the QR code on the paint can down below us on the banners. Now, not just General Manager, not just Spy Kids fanatic, not just a huge fan of Machete. Danny Trejo, the actor. She also loves the Jays, so much so that her beautiful husband, who she loves so much, is almost sick of her Jays passion already.
Yeah, I
While
think
we
so.
here on our All the Way Around table every Wednesday love talking Jays, and we used some of your messages that you sent me to quote during said show yesterday. All the boys were super duper impressed. Louis Varland, huge stud. First and foremost, do you think they should make that change for the next little while and put Varland in as closer while Hoffman sort of figures his shit out?
Oh, yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, I don't think it's about penalizing Hoffman,
No,
but it's
no,
about
getting him better.
They just can't afford to lose anymore.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple games where they've put Hoffman in the last couple innings, and that's been the difference of the other team coming back or gaining some momentum.
You explained it so perfectly when you said, I had a huge feeling of relief when Varland came in.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's not a good sign for the closer, who's Hoffman, who should be the guy bringing the relief.
Well, and that's the hard part is when we were watching the playoffs and and the World Series, when Hoffman came in, it was like, okay, good, we got our
there.
guy in there.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way this year. And again, I mean, people go through slumps. Vladdy just got his first home run, I think,
Yeah,
and that's
he's-
been a
he's-
while.
he's heating up now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
finally heating up.
Yeah.
So obviously, people go through slumps. But I've heard that they have some really good. I don't know. I think he needs some good mental coaches, Hoffman. I think it's in his head, right? Especially when you hit two people, like it's in your head.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I hate. Have you ever get hit by a pitch?
I have, but in like fastball at 13, not
Well,
98
still that's
miles.
still, but that's still the same thing, dude. I got beamed twice in one at bat. We were in Western Canadians in Vernon, BC, and I went up to the plate, and I'm up there. I'm like, I'm gonna do a big play here, and I'm a bench guy. Like I'm the worst player on the team, so that's make no mistake. This isn't a braggadocious thing. And the guy throws me a heater inside, hits me around the hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and I start cursing, and I'm jumping around because I'm a huge baby. I'm like, oh, this hurts so much. Goes, strike. I'm like, strike, hit me right in the head. What are you talking about, strike? He's like, hand's part of the ball. It's like, oh, that's right. This is baseball. That's true. I'm like, okay. So I mentally get back in there, 0-1. Next pitch, and I'm 1,000% positive he did it on purpose because I was complaining and being a little,
Probably,
baby.
yeah.
Puts it right between the numbers. I do this one, fastball right in the back.
Oh,
and
my
I just
God.
yell, like as loud as I could. Huge curse. Throw my bat down. F you, you piece of poop. How dare you do that as I'm walking to first? And the only reason I'm doing this is
Yeah.
because I know there's no way I'm running because I was in there just because I needed to get in that bat because Coach wanted me to feel good. And so I knew I was getting pulled the second I touched that base for a pinch runner. So I'm cursing this guy the whole way, and coach pulls me out. I walk right past that guy. He's just laughing at me because he knows I'm a loser. I'm like, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. So being twice in one at bat, I hate getting beat. It hurts a lot.
That's fair.
Getting back to...
Sure, it hurts more when it's 98 mile per hour fastball.
Ain't
Although
no
I think
mistake
they tried to call... I mean, the Blue Jays challenged that too to see if it actually hit the bat instead of the guy's hand. So, yeah.
One thing that came up yesterday as well from Coach Comer was that when the Jays signed Hoffman, 2 other teams before them denied his medical clearance because they saw issues in the structure of his arm.
Oh,
and that's something people don't really talk about. So there was a lingering issue that kept other teams from signing him. So there could be something in there as well.
Okay.
That could be slowing him down a bit. But either way, it sounds like they got to, give him a break and get him back into it while Louis just takes over, because Louis is just lights out, man. That guy's so
absolutely. Good. I mean, why not use the guy that's lights out and get the other guy healthier and better for later on?
I'm with you.
Like, I mean, I think it's pretty unlikely that Louis stays lights out for 160 games.
No way. Guaranteed. 1,000%. No one's getting a hit off the guy.
Like, I think that's going to be hard. So, yeah, use him while he's lights out, and then hopefully get your other guys healthier and better. And
so smart.
Yeah, no.
Off day today. Boys are then back home after the big road trip hosting Cleveland.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this series against Cleveland going in the weekend? What do the Jays need to do to get back on track? Because you had 3 in a row there. Almost swept.
Yes,
almost swept them.
I know. So this is the hard part is I just became a Jays fan.
This is why I love asking. I like put you on the spot. We're testing you out here.
So I really only know the Jays because I've watched their games. I have no idea about Cleveland. Like, I don't know anything about the team. I learn while I watch the Jays play them, and then I go.
So Cleveland's like 16 and 11, I think. So they're doing okay.
Damn.
But the Jays are, there goes my clock again. I got to stop doing this. I have so many alarms going off. But the Jays, again, coming off 3 in a row. Then you have the little blow up, but you had the comeback, and then Fisher comes in and gives up 4 more after you just tied it at 3.
Yeah.
Bouncing back from things like that is so important, as we all know. And if you can come home and take 2 or 3 maybe from Cleveland, you might be able to get back on track. Because now that was the first series they'd won since the first series of the season.
Oh, geez, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so this is supposed to be like the turnaround a little bit.
Yeah, I think if they could win against Cleveland like that, especially with the numbers being what they are right now, that would be huge. I think like they just need some morale booster. Like, it's huge, but...
Locker room culture. You need someone to say, hey, guys, let's go. They need to do what they need to do. They need to go out for a night of drinking with the boys tonight. Day off. Go out, do some bonding, get it figured out. Because remember last year once that run really started, you looked in that dugout, it looked like a party every day. Everyone was having so much fun. Everyone was so happy. Everyone's, you're going, you're into it. So they need something like that. Because I don't know about you, but it feels to me like that's not quite there yet.
No, I don't think so. And I think it was hard with Vladdy. I mean, you even saw him physically upset after he'd bat. And he's usually the guy that's always happy.
Getting everyone going.
Yeah, and no, but I don't know. When's Savage coming back, though? I thought he was supposed to come back right away.
See, now, this is the other thing that you said. They need these guys to come back.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Trey Savage is the closest to coming back. I think he's made 3 starts now down in AA and AAA.
Okay.
So it could be within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think when I looked it up a long time ago, they had estimated April 24th, but I don't think that's still... That could have changed now, but...
He's definitely the closest one to coming back.
But so this is, because I'm not a longtime baseball fan, so when they bring someone like that back, do they just throw him in as a starter like normal?
Oh, yeah.
Or, okay, so he'll just start the game.
So right now what he's been doing, he's been going into minor league games, and they'll say, okay, you got 40 pitches today.
Okay.
So he goes out, throws his 40, they pull him out. And it's all right, we're going to boost you up to 50. And sort of they build up your arm so you're ready for those starts. So when he comes back, he will be starting, and he will be the dominant monster that they need, because, oh boy, that starting 5 rotation for the Jays, it's a little bit rough right now.
Well, and I think that would be the difference, is if you get, and they have another pitcher out too, right? I can't remember his name.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
But they have another.
Oh, yeah.
But I think if you have
the guy Shane Bieber.
Oh yeah,
Remember
he's
Shane
out too,
Bieber?
but that's not who I was thinking of.
There's another one.
No, yeah, there's
Come on.
It's like a Latin American name. I can't think of it. But yeah, Shane Bieber's out too. I didn't even think about that.
Who's the guy? Now you're making me all mad at myself. I'm on it. Hold on.
But
Keep going.
yeah, like if they have some good pitchers who can hold the other team and allow our team to get on the bats, it takes the pressure off of it. Yeah, trying to come back when you're already 3-0 is a different game than even 0-0, right? Where you have that chance to pull ahead at any time.
Oh, Jose Barrios.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So there's look at all the red.
I know.
Ponce out, Savage out,
Springer
Bieber
and
out,
Kirk and
Barrios.
Barger and
you
I
can't do much about
know.
injuries. That bullpen too. The Blue Jays bullpen has been like this.
Yes, yeah.
And they got to get that figured out too, because Fisher was the guy yesterday to give up the runs, and it's like there's always one of those guys that has a bad
Fisher's
inning.
been struggling too, though, I feel like. Yeah.
It's funny how a couple fresh faces hitting the team can turn everything around. I think that's what we'll be looking for in the next couple weeks here with the Jays. Carly, thank you so much for giving us some time like you always do. Our new Blue Jays insider. Can't wait to get you on the all the way round table when we talk some more baseball. And as always, thank you for giving us all the info we need when we go about the world and need some paint information and or contracting information, because you're right there in it and you always have all of the best info for us. How can people get a hold of you when they need to do some paint stuff?
Best way, go to our website. There is a get a quote form on our website. And when you fill it out, you actually get a chance to pick a time to have a discovery phone call.
Love that.
And most times over the phone call, we can give you a ballpark price. So you don't
And you can also find out if you're not right for what they're looking for. That's
Exactly.
the big thing that I always like to hit home, because
Yep.
most people they want your business no matter what, and they'll go down the wrong roads and do it the wrong way. You guys say, maybe this isn't for us, but we can suggest someone for what you need. And that is the
Yep.
difference between a good business and a great business that cares.
Yeah, absolutely. And that way, I mean, it's beneficial to everyone, right? You don't need to take time off work to go meet a contractor at your house just to find out that this isn't for you or the price wasn't what you were thinking. So
Exactly.
that's the goal with the discovery call. Obviously, if it fits what you're thinking, fits the budget, we will come out and do an in-person estimate, but we just like to make sure everyone's time is valuable. And yeah.
This is what I mean when I say we love to support good businesses that care and do it the right way. Right there. It's a perfect example. Carly, thanks so much. Always appreciate it. We will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Awesome. Thanks for having me,
Hey,
Gary.
no storms.
No storms. It's not happening.
She's the best. As we continue here on the Thursday edition of your show, we have now moved over to camera 3 and we've moved some of the knickknacks in the paddywhack as we continue to throw curveballs at Mystery Anna all over the place here. Bugsies, by the way, check it out. Passport right here. 69 different flavors for you to enjoy, okay? Knock them all out. You can go there every Tuesday or Thursday. Today is Thursday. Over half price off each order of wings, either location, Markham Mall or Lost Nights. And then once you do all that, you get the shirt. Oh no! We're okay. I knocked over my... Hey, shout out to Cosmo. We're to Cosmo Breakfast. The best. Love our friends over there. Oh, that's so fun. This is the shirt right here. That's the Ruckus Cock shredding on top of an amplifier. You win this, you demand respect in every single room you go to, okay? And you can also get them right to your door. Skip the dishes or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's in the memo, put the plain wing in there, and plain wing, Smitty's, memo, flavors of the passport. Sorry, I just saw our next guest pop up on our Zoom, in the Zoom green room, and I got excited. That's what that's all about, okay? So get your passport, get it knocked out, do this, and then we're going to be taking the show on the road and eating every order of those wings. So very excited for that as we roll on here with the Thursday edition. And I'm looking and I'm seeing, and I'm very excited for this. Are we ready to jump to it, you guys? Okay, 2 more seconds. Within those 2 seconds, what else do we have to talk about today? We've already checked in with CTV's Matt Young, who reminded us, Rush this weekend, Go Rush Go, as well as anniversaries for video games. Majora's Mask big anniversary today, one of the most horrifying video games you'll ever play on the N64, as well as Star Fox 64, 26 years ago coming in as they went Star Fox Super Nintendo, great game. Star Fox 2 Super Nintendo didn't even get released because it was such a bad game, and then back to Star Fox N64, very, very good game. As Matt Young loves to talk about retro games as well as sports and all the other good stuff. So always a pleasure to check in with him. We just finished talking with our buddy Carly with Next Level Painting, general manager. They're not just a Next Level Painting general manager, also a Blue Jays insider. Who would have thought that? A lot of great input from her on all of that stuff. The NHL playoffs continuing. The Oilers, tough one last night. Almost lost Connor McDavid, which would be very, very bad for them. But still powered through. That was very good. And then tonight, go Bruins go. Bruins at Buffalo. Tied that series up at 1 game apiece. Edmonton, Anaheim, 1 game apiece as well. Here we go. It looks like it's almost time. I hope the boys are ready. They look ready. They sound ready. I think we're ready, Miss Rihanna. You want to do it? All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with our friend, my main man. Say hello to Kyle and Curtis. Oh, and you even
What's
got
up,
the
Gary?
names up on there. Boys. Whoa,
Is bring your friend to work day. I brought him with me.
Is it? I brought mine
Son.
too. Check this out. I brought mine. You brought yours. I brought mine. Miss Rihanna, let's go to camera 2, please.
Who's the
Hi,
camera
buddy.
two?
It's friends and friends. Hey, we're doing it. First and
All
foremost,
the buddies in the house.
this is what it's all about. The 4 best friends. Kingslayer, we got Miss
Yo.
Rihanna in the tooth booth today. How awesome is she to work with, hey?
God, who? What?
Mystery Anna. Sorry, Anna, the camera girl from Strip Down.
She has a nickname already.
First day. First day. First day she got
Amazing.
one. Yeah. Mystery
Amazing.
Anna.
Congrats.
Yeah.
She's killing it. Hey,
She's the best, man. So good.
I only work with the best. So
That's
you're
it.
welcome. I
Rand,
only work with the best. It's a scrutinizing process to get on the Strip Down crew, but she made it. Just barely.
That's the best, man. Our main man, Randy Woods, was in here earlier, and we were talking. He was asking about Kyle, and I was like, man, I told him that we were going to get him on, and then the 2 games over the weekend, and missed one. I was like, oh my God. And then it was the perfect timing to get you in here, Kyle, as you guys, was it Yorkton tonight, game 4?
Well, that's the thing. It's game 4. You can hear how loud it is in the background. The Flin Flon Bombers are 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
So they're blasting tunes. They're out on the benches messing around right now. It's like super light and energetic right now.
Jeez. Well, the arena looks great. I was watching on Sasktel on my stream thing on, I forget what channel it was, but I was watching game 3 for a bit.
Max
Great.
local, yeah.
There you go. Great presentation, dude. Like it's
How did that look from the corner? That was the best look, right?
That corner cam, man. I knew
That corner cam was
I
just
could tell there
locked
was a wily veteran, because everywhere else is like, oh, I don't know, but once I got to the corner, I was like, that's TSN quality. That's what I'm looking for right there. That guy should
It
be in the
is
show.
true. It's Kyle and I had a bunch of children, but that's fine.
Well, it's funny though, because like Curtis and I are generally not live on TV. We're all the replay looks, so we're always fighting to see who can get those replay shots, because otherwise you won't hear from us throughout the game.
Those are sort of like your highlights, right? Like those are your way to get out there. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's a pretty big production. There's about 8 cameras around the rink, and so
Crazy, dude.
you see the play camera going back and forth, and then they cut to replay, and then it's us duking it out to see who got the better angle.
Man, this is so cool. And I'm just realizing this now. This is like another sort of telemerical day. As I was saying earlier, Randy Woods came in here just to check stuff out. He was our side guy. He helped out, and he brought your name up. And then I'm sitting here, and I talked to JoJo yesterday. I talked to Sabine. Like all of our telemerical family I've been in contact with in the last
Nice.
couple of days, and it's so cool. And then to see 2 more here right now out doing your thing, it's a true honor. I know I said I brought my buddy as well, and he hasn't even talked yet. So LB, take it away. You got a question for the boys there? Beautiful Yorkton.
Well, no, I don't really have any questions. I'm sorry.
All right, back to me.
That's been a great show, guys. Thank you.
Classic. Hey, what's the aura like? What's it feeling like in not just the arena but the town? Like, is everyone pretty aware it's do or die tonight for the Terriers?
Yeah, absolutely. There's an energy here on and off the ice. There's an energy with the crew because half the people want to go to Flin Flon and the other half want to go home, and the blizzard's going to let us do neither tomorrow. So it's like I don't even know what we're all arguing and hoping for. We're going to be snowed in. No one's going anywhere. So it's going to be more yoga in the hotel room for this guy.
That's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. Dude, Yorkton agrees with me. I've never felt physically this great in years.
It's funny.
I went to the gym that has like 2 things in the hotel, and I've been doing yoga, and I feel young. I feel 37.
Just like all the young guys are playing Magic in their room, and all the old guys are doing yoga in there.
Yeah,
So,
stretching. I'm serious, Gary. I've never felt this good in years. I don't know what it is. It's Yorkton air.
I'm upset that Kyle isn't doing the yoga with you. Like, you guys should be doing like team yoga together in your room.
Yeah,
I think we just made a new podcast series for you, Gary.
a couple of dudes doing downward dog in the hotel room is, I don't know, man.
Hotel yoga.
I got it. I got it. No,
That can't go.
I got it. I got the name. I got the name for it.
Anna, turn his mic off. Turn his
No,
mic
here
off.
comes here comes the name of your show. Downward Dogging It with Kyle and Curtis.
Okay.
No? I thought that was good.
My agent's going to love this. Perfect.
Speaking of Telemiracle, Gary,
Yes.
Gary,
Go ahead.
speaking of Telemiracle, Kyle tells me it's just you next year. He's getting rid of everyone else.
Oh,
It's just you on main stage 22 hours. Yeah.
You know, if you were to say backstage lounge, I would say let's do it. I'm ready. But
No,
main
it's-
stage, you
it's-
guys saw what
It's time
happened
to
to me
sit
on
at
the
the
main
adult
stage.
table, buddy. It's just
main-
you 22 hours straight.
I am not.
It's going to be an entirely different show. He's just going to rip the earpiece out, and it's going to be Gary's show.
It's taken me
He
almost.
hired me to run up and just like pour coffee in your mouth when the acts are on.
It's taken me.
That's going to be the story of 2027. It's Gary running the gauntlet.
The
The Gary
almost,
Gauntlet, Telemiracle
That
2027.
does make it easier to format the script if it's just like obviously
Gary.
all the way down the page. Gary.
It's taken me almost 44 years, boys. I'm turning 44 in like 5 days, I think.
Jeez, you're
and it's
old.
taken me that long to realize I'm not scared of the big stage. I don't like being told what to do in my ear. That's what it is up
Yeah.
there because I get in my flow. I'm used to the live, sort of this live, and then when you're out there, it's a whole different live. We talked about this before. When you have someone in your ear, hit this spot, hit this, do that, and when you don't have a short-term memory, and I look at Kyle, what did you say again? Sorry, Kyle, where am I going? Kyle, where am I? What? Like that's basically what it was out there. But when I'm in that backstage lounge, oh boy, I sit down, I say, all right, what's your story? What are you doing? What's going on here? How did you guys raise all this money? Like, it's so much easier over there. And Curtis, I imagine you can agree with me too on that, being the host of Strip Down. By the way, the Kazoo guy's in next month.
The zoo's coming at the end of May. That already got huge buzz today. Everybody's been sharing it and commenting. That's great.
Is he actually
did
going to
not
play it?
realize the built-in audience that man had. That's amazing.
That's fair. I just want to see a guy play the kazoo. Like, is
He's
he
going to
actually?
teach
I can play
Caitlin
the
to play the
kazoo for
kazoo.
Well, he is or he isn't.
He is. He's
Yeah.
gonna.
Perfect.
That's
Well,
going to
you
be part of
better.
it.
If it's in your
Yeah.
name, like, I mean, talk about the ultimate letdown if he shows up and like he could be like playing solos from Slayer and still be like, dude, where's the kazoo? You know, like we were promised the kazoo. Anyways,
Did you
I will
watch him
say
in the
that-
overnight in the cabaret, Gary?
I saw little snippets as I'm
right.
seeing all of the. We had Prairie Gamble in here not too long ago. Like all of these bands
Yeah.
that were
He
a
was
part of it,
busy.
they're slowly making through here. I
I mean, if I can do a plug for a second, I would say that you can go check out the YouTube page, which has the whole broadcast top to bottom. You can go watch Jeremy Kazoo, all 25 minutes of them.
You should just stream it on your channel, Gary.
Or you can watch Strip Down Live. It's a decent show, too.
It's fine.
pretty darn
Yeah.
good. You guys, sometimes I forget how frickin' fun you guys are when you're together because you are two so different human beings, like polar opposites. And seeing you guys together warms my heart and my soul. This was supposed to be about the game, but we got into other things.
Guys, Randy's texting screen grabs right now of
I told
us
you, it's my
to
guy.
us.
We
Yeah.
love you, Randy. We love you so much. It's my dude. Game 4 tonight. Yorkton trying to
Yes.
stay alive. Flin Flon trying to
Yep.
celebrate. Everyone knows that the post-game yoga workout is in the Kingslayer's room, so we'll be there. We'll start downward dogging.
Yep.
It's going to be a great show. Anything else we
Yep.
need to know before we let you go here today, boys?
It's going to be a packed house tonight. Flin Flon brought, I heard, 2 coaches full of people. They're staying in our hotel.
Oh, it's going to be a
I'd
rowdy
say,
one.
like,
Lock your doors.
A
Lock
third of
your
the
doors.
building last night was Flin Flon
Yeah.
fans. Like, it's loud. There's going to be a spot during the show tonight, if you watch on SaskTel, where we compare the decibel meters between the 2 buildings.
Saw some of that, yeah.
Spoiler, it's loud. Yeah.
That's amazing. Kingslayer, anything else before we let you go?
Nothing. Congratulations, Anna. It's Anna, not Anna, and I know she's killing it.
Mystery-
Great addition. Great
Mys-
addition to the crew, Gary. Great addition.
We know because it's because of you.
of my
Mystery
favorite
Anna wouldn't
people.
be here without you. Yeah.
Miss Rihanna, I love it. I thought you were saying Rihanna at first. Like Mr. Rihanna.
She's way better than Rihanna, bro. You know that. And her biggest claim to fame so far, the only person who could fill in without missing a beat for Douglas with the applause sign of Strip Down. The only one.
Hey, there you go.
Best in
Shout
the
out to
biz.
Doug.
Boys, love you guys so much. Enjoy the game tonight. Enjoy the yoga. And we'll check back in again very soon. We love you both so incredibly much. And we'll
Right on.
miss you
Thanks,
until then.
fellas.
You're the best, Gary. Go
Take care.
Yorkton.
Love you guys. Go Terriers! Woo!
Yeah.
Take care. Sorry, Mr. Rihanna doesn't know how to turn it off yet, so it's going to be awkward for a second here. We're still on.
Oh, geez.
She'll get there. Hey,
There we
Mr.
go.
Rihanna.
Oh, boy. All good, all good.
Don't even need to apologize, dude. I'm surprised you got to it. I wouldn't have been able
I
to
will
get
say
to
though, I learned this very early on with this show, with you specifically not liking people in your ear.
Oh, yeah.
Like I remember the first couple times where we did like a test show, or even the first couple shows, I was like in your ear, yeah, do this, and this, and then you just would completely ignore me, and I'm like, and now I just don't even care. You know, I learned that very quickly.
It, and the problem is I was good at it. That was one of the things that the old boss told me. He's like, yeah, you know, when we're doing like contests and stuff, I have someone in my ear to tell me from like home from the station timeouts and this and that, and I can always do that. But when it's like, hey, you have to do this, you have to mention this, and all, that's when it gets a little mixed up. Yeah. We have a Twitch stream right here, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. Check us out. Tomorrow night, we will be finishing Shining Force 3.
And tonight, Johnny and I will be live. Ray Moose and I will be live.
And you will be playing?
Probably Splitgate, but we haven't discussed it, but I'm guessing it'll be Splitgate.
You can find it there. And tomorrow night, you should just order some tonight, too, even though it won't be taken care of. Vern's Pizza! The promo's still going on right now, celebrating 36 years. Guess what? You can get a 15-inch Vern's Original Thick for just $37. You're saving like $13 per 15-inch Vern's Original Thick as they continue to celebrate the fact that they've been around for 36 years. $37 for that big, bad, delicious. Oh,
okay,
so
I maintain if it's celebrating 36 years and the pizza's 37.
Yeah, you're still getting caught up on that.
I'm sorry, but it just bugs me.
Vern's Pizza. Nothing about Vern's Pizza bugs me. We love you. We love your logo. And oh boy, we're so excited to get that Vern's Original Thick 15-inch tomorrow for the stream and show it all off.
It's too close to not be a coincidence, and it's just off enough that it seems intentional. I don't understand. I'm so confused. What is happening?
Stuffed cheesy bread, just $8.95, the best in the world. I'm hoping we'll get some tomorrow night, as it is so good. Okay, so we talked about Vern's, we talked about Bugsy's, we talked about our friends at Next Level Painting. I think it's time to sing a song before we get into our fun. We're gonna go a little bit overtime today because we got a lot of stuff to get into, and I love that we got to fit in that Zoom. The Kentera Seats Cup, man, SJ could end tonight. Bombers looking to close it out. Okay, this is where we get to sing now. And as we get prepared to sing, we sit here, and I'm going to switch this over. You have a business, you have an organization, you have a fundraiser, you have a charity event, you have something that needs eyes and ears, we are here to help. As long as you're not out there preaching about politics or religion or trying to tell people what to think and what to do. If you are not a dink or a butt, we want you in here, okay? We want good people doing good things. If you can get behind the idea of reminding everybody the importance of the golden rules, treat others how you want to be treated. So easy. Just be nice to each other. It's so simple, but people seem to just not be able to figure it out. Please reach out to us. It is so easy to do. And again, a reminder, in a world where everybody tells you how much, and it's never a good price, and they tell you this is your only option, we say, what do you have to spend, and what are you looking to do? There's so much value in that because it doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. So please reach out to us. Very easy to do. Just send do you have a triangle? Okay, you scared me. God, I was so scared. Just send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. Really, really good. All right, we're going late now because we got to check in with our final guest, Mystery Anna. Let's find out who it is. It's just a fantasy. Fantasy! Zoom with our man Boone. This is just a fantasy, another fantasy Zoom with Boone. That was like the muted hi-hat right there. That was very, very cool. Yeah. Dude, great to see you. I'm doing great. How about you? I know that there's weather coming through. Hey, you guys got some weather over there?
I mean, it's just windy, but well, it's cold too. But yeah, something's happening. Well, we're supposed to get snow tonight.
Yeah, and apparently that's what's coming through here too. So, weather, be aware, adjust accordingly and all that stuff. When this guy drops by, we have a whole lot of fun talking about fantasy sports, specifically fantasy football, but not limited to just fantasy football, as we also talk about fantasy cow milking. Season 2 start for The Undertaker and Dame Moody Dench and the rest of your fantasy cow squad.
No idea. It's TBD.
Oh, okay.
TBD.
Well, that's not very fun. I guess we'll just talk about the NFL. It's draft night tonight. There's something in the air tonight. The stars were bright. Fernando. Am I going to watch Fernando go first overall? Probably. I've always loved drafts, man. The drafts have always been right around my birthday every year. Like way, way back, we used to have, you know how we had the Super Bowl parties over at 302 Cascade, the home of Vern and Lindsay and Murr and Scher, our favorite people in the world. And they wouldn't just do the Super Bowl parties. They would also do a draft night party as well. And we go there. And it was sort of like a precursor to the birthday. So I've always associated it with all of these great times getting drunk in the basement of Vern's parents' place and watching the draft go down and watching the Cards draft nobody and keep being bad. Expecting more of the same tonight, unless they take Jeremiah Love. Please, Lord, let them take Jeremiah Love. I see a lot of the mock drafts out there right now. A lot of the mock drafts are saying Jeremiah Love at 3, and then at 30, I think they have as well in the first, or 33. They kick off the second round, whatever it is, their second pick of the draft. Apparently, they're the only guys that want Ty Simpson, which I think would be a very good little tip of the cap quarterback for
that's
the Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide, roll.
That'd be a haul, man. I think, that would be the way to go.
Apparently, all the experts out there are saying that nobody else needs a quarterback bad enough to reach for a guy who probably shouldn't be in the first round. So we'll see how it goes. But if the Cards could get out with the best running back in the draft and the second best quarterback in the draft, that would be a very, very good draft for the Arizona Cardinals. Anything else piquing your interest as far as the big draft night goes here tonight?
Not really. Like outside of that, maybe the top 3 wide receivers will be interesting to see where they land. Not that they would all go in the first round.
Of course, there's not too many. There's not too many projected. But, again, we talked about it last time. It's a very defense heavy draft here this year, at least in the first round.
Well, what I actually saw, I can't remember what site I was looking at, but they saw instead of Jeremiah Love, your Cards taking an O-lineman. It's just like non-flashy offensive players in this draft. It might be a little boring. That's
sort of what I'm worried about. It might be one of those ones because it's not like chock full of all these high-end talents. It's a lot of those guys, like you said, linemen, offense linemen, defense linemen. And I was looking at some things as well, and apparently they have a first pick success rate. So for your picks in the first round, and they call it a success as in you have re-signed that pick to an extension. That's sort of how they did it. And offensive linemen, 60% success rate in the first round. So they're the safest pick, if you will. And as you go down, you'll see the more talented and the numbers go down. So that's sort of where that is all at. As far as fantasy purposes go, because, again, being defense heavy makes it tough because a lot of fantasy drafts don't use defensive players. Anyone else besides those 2 guys, as in Fernando and Jeremiah, that you could see contributing to the fantasy sports world this year?
In terms of rookies. The point I was going to bring up with this non-flashy or, big skill position draft is there's going to need to be a lot of analysis on where those O-linemen go and how good they are and
how are they going to help?
What need are they filling for whatever team they land on, right? So it's like almost like second level.
We're going deep. I totally feel what you're saying, as in you have a running back who was on the cusp last year but couldn't quite, make the jump. All of a sudden you get a stud in the first round that's going to open up some holes for him, and that could be a guy that you could, what do they say, chain your horse to or whatever. Or
a quarterback that was constantly just on the run, right?
A quarterback that could be great if he had more than half a second to, take a look and see he was open.
Before getting just rocked. So and usually those would be the teams at the bottom of, or at the top of the order, but the bottom of the league, right?
That's the whole point of the draft, is help the shitty teams get better. Continuity.
Essentially. Yeah. In more words than that, but yes.
Of course, yes. Well, we like to simplify things around here on your show.
Keep it
simple. That's in a world where everyone complicates everything, we like to just do the opposite, as usual. It's par for the course for us around here. Hanging out with the ruddy Boontis, joining us every Monday and Thursday from his beautiful home in Calgary, Alberta. I was a little bit worried about our Zoom setup because it wasn't really working last time, but this one looks like it's going great. So I'm actually quite happy with
just a little zoomed in.
No. Yes, I have to get LB to fix that because somehow we set it so it's like a close-up for everybody who joins. Not always the best thing. All right, so we got draft night tonight. Any other moves out there that got you going ooh or ah? as far as free agents going on, it has been, hey?
Been pretty quiet. Yeah. You know what? I did hear some news out of New York. Not about your Scatabooey, but
Ram Cam.
yeah, not about him. It's about neighbors.
Malik.
Yeah, the Harbaugh, the new coach Harbaugh, is really kind of tempering expectations in terms of the start date for him. So, no, I mean, he had so much happen to that knee that it's like everything.
Yeah,
was obliterated.
It's basically a knee implant, hey? Like they're just going to put a whole new one in there, which is scary for a guy that young.
Absolutely, and that dynamic who was at the top of the top of the league.
Everything.
So,
the guy was every definition of the term stud. Like he dominated everything that you want him to in the sports world. So you're saying don't expect him to be there game 1 of the regular season.
Yes, and then but even if he is there game 1, don't expect him to be good for the first at least quarter of the season.
Yeah,
right. Because they're gonna ease him in. Because especially like something like that, you come into you had a perfectly healthy previous season. You come into the league, your chance of injuring in the first few games, injuring yourself is. I have no idea what the percentage is, but I would expect it to be very high.
Yeah, me too.
Just as these are human bodies, and he will not be likely participating in any sort of contact or major preseason.
Yeah.
So
and he was one of those hot keepers of like after he got hurt and a lot of people dropped him if you had a keeper league. Including Big C in our DAFL league. He was very pumped to have Malik as his keeper, and he probably won't be too pumped to hear about this, as I imagine most of those fantasy owners wouldn't be.
It's going to be a tough decision for him, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, what do you do? Like, how long can you hold on to him? That's, I guess, the thing. And if you're invested, because I'm like you, man, after you go catastrophic like that, it's so hard to come back from. And if you get rushed out there, you're just asking for trouble. So it's like the slower the better when it comes to those unique situations.
And we all want him to come back, but it's just a risk, right?
Always.
And when you're in high stakes leagues,
Yeah, trust me. I know all about that. It takes a draft like this for us to truly appreciate last year's draft and the studs that came through there, right? Like, it's crazy how one year you can have like 7 or 8 guys that are right there in like your top 20s for all positions. And then this year it's like, well, maybe Love can do something, and Fernando might do. But even Fernando, they're talking, and you were saying it too, letting him play behind your buddy Old Man Kirk for a year and let him grow and sprout into some sort of incredible quarterback instead of throwing him out there and let him break the sacks record like most of these guys do when they get rolled out like that. Like those poor quarterbacks. It's just bad news.
Yeah, like so some people will say, "Oh, but he's the best. He's the Heisman Trophy winner. He's got to be in." No. The best in the league, proven.
Yeah,
that's not the path, right? So I would place it at a more of a 50-50 chance that he has any playing time.
Yeah, any fantasy value, really. I think.
Yeah, outside of Kirk Cousins getting injured,
and even then,
that's a high probability too.
Oh
so
yeah, he's old.
Again, it's all that risk, right?
That's so true.
But in a dynasty league, you wanna take him first overall, for sure.
That's a take and stash.
Well, sorry, if it's a 2 QB league, then you probably would, and if you're needy, because Jeremiah Love is an amazing talent as well, right?
Yeah, and wherever he goes, he's going to go off. And the other thing too that I've been learning about, as I don't really watch much college football, Duke can catch, man. They said he can catch better than Genty. As far as like running backs with catching skills go, like he runs better routes and has better hands. So it won't just be on the ground where he's putting your points up, which makes me think, oh boy, this is probably going to be the guy I'm going to, at least in auction drafts, this is a perfect example of where you can overbid a little bit to scare people off and just test the water. See if anyone else has the balls to spend $20 auction dollars on a rookie coming in totally unproven. Like, I love those type of picks.
Nice.
You come in, all right, I nominate Jeremiah Love, say from the Arizona Cardinals, for $20. And then everyone goes, what? Whoa. Start the countdown. Let's go. Going once. Going, and then boom, you got him. That's how I like to operate in these auction drafts. So he's probably going to be doing that with that dude. And I'm looking very forward to it. So anything else piquing your interest in the fantasy sports world before we let you get back to it, my handsome prince?
Nope, nothing else. It's gonna
I feel
be
like that.
you know what? Tonight's the night to watch the draft, as the rest might be pretty boring.
Even tonight, they're in Pittsburgh. They got a bunch of, apparently Brett Michaels is playing there, and they got Wiz Khalifa doing a show. They got all sorts of like Pittsburgh legends out there. So the entertainment side of it might be pretty cool, seeing these concerts. But unless you're following defensive ends and defensive tackles. Like even there's one safety, they're talking about a safety going to the top 10, which never happened, with Caleb Downs from Ohio State. He might be pretty cool. But even like that, man, like DBs, like wide receivers, the first wide receiver is expected to go around 7 or 8 as well, I believe. Forget the guy's name, but yeah, nothing really jumping up. So it could be a very boring night if you're a draft fan. So we'll see how it all goes. Boone, I always appreciate you giving us a couple minutes, man. It's always fantastic. We don't have the playing out of
Thanks
the
for having
Frankie's
me.
Fingers. You got any parting words, any parting quotes for us today? I know I'm putting you on the spot. We're in a little bit different area here as it's a preview.
I didn't have time to even do anything.
I know. Well, that's what I'm thankful that you got on with, is I know how busy you are. You go back to an old faithful too.
Yeah. Well, let's go with you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's always a good one. I thought we were going to go cowbell. I'll take the wrench and I'll take the ball. His name is Boontis, joins us from Calgary each and every Monday and Thursday. Brother, we love you. Give the family all the hugs for us, and we'll miss you till Monday, dude. Enjoy the draft tonight.
You too. See you later, bud.
So there you go. The Boontis, the pregnant yak, joining and always having an absolute blast. Look at the right camera, Gary. There I am. Miss Rihanna, let's go ahead and wake Frankie up as we've gone a little overtime here. And we'll make our way into the Thursday evening. Huge happy birthday to my granny, Stella Nickel. 95 years old today. 95. Think about that for a second. Dude, she was around for all the wars. Like when you say wars, she was there. She knows them. Crazy. Turning 95. I'm heading over there in about an hour here. As well, a huge shout out and all the love going out to my sweet, beautiful niece Hazel for her first communion today, which is right before that. I'm going to be in the studio here for a little bit longer. Then heading over to Granny's. Auntie Susie's already over there for a supper. So happy birthday to Granny and happy communion to little hazelnut out there. And that's a show. NFL draft tonight. See how that all goes. Boone just got us all set up. That was very, very good. Huge thank you to Kyle and Curtis joining us live from Yorkton. Cantera Seeds Cup going on. Game 4 tonight. Lynn Flom looking to close it out. Yorkton looking to keep it alive as the Bombers lead that one 3-0. To Carly, our friend with Next Level Painting. Hit up the QR code in the paint can down below. Also, Blue Jays Insider now. Had a great talk with her about the Jays, as well as the types of paint to use in rooms that you're going to have kids in, and there are going to be scuffs and marks and all that stuff. There's a lot of options for you out there, so give them a call to help you out there. And our Thursday tradition around here, CTV's Matt Young stopped by to remind us Majora's Mask and Star Fox 64 are both having anniversaries today. Those are great games. And also to check out the Rush this weekend, taking on the Rock at the SaskTel Center. Go Rush, go. We'll be back tomorrow. Little Friday fun table will be set up hardcore. We'll have Uncle Brando and maybe some other surprise guests, and then we'll roll into another Twitch stream tomorrow night. Thanks to our friends at Burns Pizza. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. LB and Cessna, our buddy Johnny, are on there tonight about 6 p.m. it sounds like, so head on over to the channel and check out the boys basically just ripping on each other the whole time. It's pretty fun. So that's what we got going on. And then it's the weekend again. And look out for snow. Apparently there's a lot of weather out. Miss Rihanna, how do you think you did today, dude? You did really good. I'd give you a 12 out of 10. I really would. If we had a P meter right now, shout out to Gary Scary, she'd be getting a 12 out of 10. Just so you know, that's a very good job. And LB, always a pleasure, buddy. Love you so much. Thank you for sitting beside me and holding my hand while we talk to the boys. Enjoy all the sports tonight. Enjoy everything. Happy birthday, Granny. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you so much. Keep doing those good things, all right? Have a great night.